All right. If you run a Shopify store, I know you've spent hours getting your collection pages to look just right. But what if I told you there's a powerful SEO tool, one that's almost always overlooked, that could make Google love them as much as you do? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on something called CollectionPage Schema. Let's get right into it.
So first up, let's talk about a problem I call the unseen collection page. This is something that so many store owners are dealing with, and most of the time, they don't even know it's happening.
You know the feeling. You build these amazing, perfectly curated pages for, say, summer dresses or hiking gear, but when you check your analytics, they're just not showing up in search. It leads to this very common and honestly super frustrating question. So what's really going on behind the scenes?
Well, the answer really comes down to communication. Without the right signals, Google's crawlers see what's on the left, just a random jumble of products. There's no context, no hierarchy. But with the right structure, you can show Google what's on the right, a beautifully organized collection where all the relationships are crystal clear. You're basically handing Google a map instead of just a list of random addresses.
So how do we give Google that map? That brings us to the ultimate fix. Think of collection page schema as kind of like a secret language, or maybe a GPS for Google that helps it understand your store's layout perfectly.
To put it simply, CollectionPage Schema is a piece of code that's basically a translator. It tells search engines, hey, this isn't just some random page with a bunch of links. This is a collection of related items. And here's the real kicker. Shopify doesn't do this for you automatically. That's why taking a few minutes to add it yourself is such a game changer.
And the benefits? They're huge. This isn't just about being neat and tidy for Google. It's about helping search engines understand your entire category structure, which helps your individual products get discovered. It can even make you eligible for those fancy, rich results you see in search, and it helps with filtered navigation so you don't accidentally create duplicate content problems. It's a win-win-win.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. This sounds complicated, but I promise you, it's really not. We're going to shift from the what and why to the how. And you'll see this is a process anyone can tackle. We can break the whole thing down into just 3 core steps. First, we find the right file in your theme. Second, we drop in the basic code that says, hey, this is a collection page. And third, we add the most powerful part, the actual list of products on the page. That's it.
Step 1 is literally just navigating. You're going to go into your Shopify admin, head over to your theme's code, and for pretty much any modern theme, the file you're hunting for is right here, sections/maincollection.liquid. See? Easy enough.
Next up, you add the basic code. And what's so cool about this part is that it uses Shopify's own placeholders, they're called liquid variables, to automatically pull in your collection's name, its URL, and its description. So you're not typing everything out by hand, you're just telling Shopify to use the info it already knows.
And now, for the magic trick. This is where you create that super clear, explicit list of products for Google. The code essentially loops through every product that's displayed on that collection page and lists it out in the schema. This is what formally builds that crucial product-collection relationship in a language Google speaks fluently.
Okay, before we go any further, this is an absolutely critical tip. If your collection has multiple pages, like page 1 of 3, your schema code should only list the products on that specific page you're on, page 1 in this case. The total count can be for the whole collection, but the item list itself must match what the user and Google can see on that single page. This little detail prevents a lot of errors and keeps your data clean.
So you've added the code, you're feeling good, but how do you actually know it's working, and what happens if you hit a little snag? This last part is all about testing your work and making sure you get that payoff. Luckily, you've got some great tools in your corner. Google's Rich Results Test will give you a quick, yes, it's working, or no, it's not. The schema.org validator goes a bit deeper on the technical side. And then, over time, your Google Search Console will keep an eye out and flag any errors it finds.
And hey, if you do see an error, don't sweat it. It is almost always one of these 3 little things: a missing full URL, a duplicate ID on paginated pages, or a product count that's formatted as text by mistake. And for each one, here's the quick fix. This turns a potential headache into like a 2-minute solution.
So, after all is said and done, what's the real, tangible payoff for doing this? Well, it all comes down to this number.
That's right. A 5 to 15% increase in organic traffic directly to your collection pages. This isn't just some abstract feel-good improvement. It's a real-world business result. It comes from helping Google properly index your site and finally understand its relevance for those major category-level searches.
At the end of the day, by adding collection page schema, you've started speaking a language that Google really understands, one that clarifies your site's structure and your intent. It's a huge step forward, and it leaves us with one last, really important question to think about for your store's overall SEO strategy.